If Aoko and Ciel got in a fight, who would you put your money on? So the new DLC has come out, so let's see what their stories are about, if they're any good. Ciel's story starts out with her talking to Noelle, decked out in her combat gear, to go after Roa and by extension Arkwade, who might get in the way. Because of their shared bad history with Roa, Noelle wonders if Ciel wants to get in on the interrogation, but Ciel isn't down with that type of activity. In the process of finding her target, she ends up running into Mario, who's also looking for Roa for his research, and Mario tells Ciel to turn back, but she doesn't do so. It's also mentioned that Mario is supposed to be somewhere else, but instead he's here, so she thinks he might be a fake, but after coming out victorious, she takes his words of advice and keeps going until she meets Arkwade, who is in her berserk state right now, and because she's Red Arc, their conversation doesn't go anywhere. She's also very upset that Shiki kept talking about Ciel in her presence, so she decided to throw Shiki into the Brunstead castle, not really caring what happens to him, but considering he's half vampire at this point, he should be fine. At least she thinks so. Ciel makes it clear that she's very disappointed in how Ark is acting, considering how much Shiki actually likes and respects Arkwade, but they end up fighting, of course, and when it seems like the fight is over, Arkwade decided not yet and decided to have a rematch, going into her ethereal form, telling Ciel to bring out all of her tricks, the meteors, ideal bloods, absolutely everything she has, so she can shut Ciel down and prove that she's strong. So obviously she's very mad at this moment. Also, some interesting things I noticed while playing as Powered Ciel is that in her fight against Aoko, she mentions she's curious about who is more exceptional between Aoko's speed and Ciel's regenerative abilities. On top of that, if you use her last arc against Miyako, Master Panda actually takes a hit instead of Miyako. So I tried doing this with other characters that have a double, like Hisui and Kohaku and Mario, because he has other sisters, but there is nothing like that for anyone but Miyako. So in Mario's story, he is looking for Roa, further research obviously, and decides to train against Noelle to warm up. On his little journey, he ends up meeting Arkwade, who is tagging along with Shiki, mentioning how even if Shiki becomes Roa's next host, she's going to try to suppress the power and then take Shiki away with her, but Mario disagrees with her methods. We also find out that Arkwade knows Mario's father, and thus they have a connection. But even if they have some sort of deal and Mario doesn't want to fight Arkwade, circumstances have pushed him to do something he doesn't want to do. After beating Arkwade, he tells her to go back to her castle alone without Shiki. When he goes to Roa's workshop, it's already destroyed because Aoko leaves nothing but destruction in her wake. She originally came to the city to meet somebody, assumably Shiki, and she also got a tip off from Zelrech mentioning what Mario was looking for and thought Mario might be up to something malicious. So she destroyed the research. Mario is very pissed off, ends up fighting Aoko, and after everything is cleared up and Aoko apologizes, she tells Mario about her sister Toko. Mario and Noelle end up leaving on a plane. Noelle is going to be sent off to some other churches for some training to get stronger, and asks Mario if she could work directly under him. Meanwhile, Mario is thinking about what Aoko told him, also about working with Toko, and he has this feeling that he's going to come back to this town. For what reason, we don't know. It might never be answered, knowing this franchise and how this game's stories are structured. Overall, I thought Mario was an interesting introduction to the game considering his gameplay style. I did consider him to potentially get in the game, but I wouldn't say he was in the starting selection. Meanwhile, Powered Ciel, I knew would get in the game, although I know it'll be version Armor Ciel, which does appear in the story, but not as a playable character. Although this is the remake version of Ciel, so she does play differently. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content, and check out my other Melty videos, either currently on the screen or in the card above.